Hey, before you watch this video, just want you to know that we do have a Facebook page, Christian Hannah Horror. Be sure to like that page. I'll put that link in the description below. You'll get the latest news as soon as the video gets uploaded. Enjoy this video, and thanks for watching Christian Hannah Horror.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Hannah Horror here today, taking a break from the reviews. Did a green room review and didn't get the greatest reception. I think some of you are probably tired of the reviews, and I completely understand. So let's take a break. I got a request to do something. We're going to look at all of my Neca Retro figures. No, there's more than this. We've got a bunch up there on the wall, so we're going to take a look at all of them. So why don't we come over here and we'll start on this wall. This is essentially the Jason wall, but I had to add a special someone over here because I kind of ran out of room up here over this door, and I didn't want to put him up there because he's kind of just, you know, he would have been hanging out by himself. But let's take a look. As you can see, I'll just let you guys get a little, you know, look at the horror room. That's pretty much the Jason area right here, and I hope you enjoy the pumpkins I've got right here. But let's take a look. We'll go from right to left. As you can see, there's a little added bonus. That's the Neca Retro Jason hockey mask. And Baldy Jack, if you're watching this, buddy, I'm sure you are. It looks like they're releasing the Roy mask just like this right now. It's going out and about, so I will be picking that up. Obviously, I love Part 5. Have always loved Part 5 before it was cool. Not that I'm special, but, you know, that was one of the first I saw and I loved it. But anyway, let's take a look at these. So, first one we got, this was the Toys R Us exclusive Jason. And, man, this one's awesome. Still to this day, one of my favorite ones. I tried to, you know, do a cool thing with the thumbtacks, get the colors, but I didn't have a teal green. I just had a regular green, so. But, yeah, this is still one of my first ones I got, and it's one of my favorite ones. As you can see, moving on, we've got the Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives. This was a great one. I really do love this one. I'm dying and praying, or I'm not dying, I'm praying that they go to Part 7 and especially Part 8. Think about how cool a Part 8 would be, guys. I know some of you don't like the movie, but come on, think about a retro Part 8. How awesome that would be, you know. As you can see, next we have Part 5. Roy Burns, the man himself, as we were talking about. Great artwork on this one. I really do love it. I like the, it's a different shade from everything else. It's kind of like, everything kind of has a dark night shade to the background, but this one sticks out because it's got like an autumn look to it. I love it. Some people hate the fact that I don't take these out of the box, and you know, I just, it's not because I'm going to resell them or anything. It's two reasons. I don't really have a nice shelf display to take these out and stand them up properly and everything like that. And I just like the way they look in the box. I don't know why. It's not like I'm trying to be one of those people that just like, oh, I'm preserving everything. It's not necessarily that. I just genuinely like the way they look in the box. I do. I don't know why. But, you know, the future will hold. We don't know what the future is going to hold with my next place I move into. Hopefully I'll be buying a place and not renting anymore. Once I do that, I'll have permanent setups for everything. So, but that's down the road. For right now, this is what we got. Here was the second figure retro I ever got. This was the Friday the 13th, more or less Part 3 Jason. It just came out as Friday the 13th. I don't think these were test runs per se, but they released these, and a Freddy Krueger as well with this, and I think they just went so popular that people just, you know, they said, okay, we got to get the rights to do all these. And over here we've got another great one, Friday the 13th Part 2. Just Part 2. I don't think it was Jason anything. It was just called Friday the 13th Part 2, you know. But I love this figure as well. Steve Dash, Jason. It was always a good look. I always liked the potato sack, or the sack, whatever it was. I don't know if it's necessarily a potato sack. And here is our latest friend that we added, Mr. Spaulding, Captain Spaulding. As you can see, like I said, I try to match the tags to the outfit of the character. So we did get the USA theme going on right there. So there is Captain Spaulding, and he's a great addition. So as you can see, we've got plenty up there, so let's go and take a look. Alright guys, I'm having to stand up on a stool for this, so hopefully we can get everything at a good angle. Let's take a look at the top row. There is the man himself. There we go. That's Leatherface from Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Probably my favorite Leatherface that's been released. Moving on. Here we have the Leatherface from Part 1, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This one I got from a convention, believe it or not. So that's pretty cool. Moving on over here, we got the female mask of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it was great that they released 2 figures like that. They're both great figures. Here's one that I got on a whim. I wasn't going to get it, but this was the Escape from New York figure. Kurt Russell's character, Snake. I said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and get it because, you know, it is a cool figure, but I just wasn't going to get it. I kept seeing it at FYE and I passed up on it. Here's another one I passed up on for a long time, and I said, "Now, what the hell? I need to get it." That's the Scream 4 Scream. I figured, you know what? This is Wes Craven had passed away, and I said, yeah, I need to get this. You know, I think at the time I just didn't want to spend the money on it, but I was like, you know, I need to get this, so I did. And moving on to the bottom row is all of our Freddys. I have one very special one down there we'll take a close look at. So the first one we have here is the Toys R Us exclusive of Nightmare on Elm Street, based on the video game. It's a great look, great figure, freaky looking dude. And this was the very first one I ever got. This was the Nightmare on Elm Street. No, it wasn't. I think I got the Jason first. Anyway, not important. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 Freddy. As you can see, the sweater is true to form, based on the movie. And here's my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street. Is Part 2, Freddy's Revenge. Everybody knows that if you're a fan of this channel, you know that that's my favorite. I've talked about it in detail. And maybe we'll talk about it again in even better detail. Why do I like it? So, that's a great figure. I love that one. Here is a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors. Great artwork on that. I really do like the artwork on that. And last but not least is a very special figure that Sydney got for me. If you're watching this, Sydney, thank you again. My favorite sequel of the series, besides Part 2, would be Part 5. I love Part 5. I think it's underrated. The theme wasn't it wasn't received well, but as a movie, I think it was great. And this is Super Freddy. As you can see, he looks freaky. Excuse that red light. That's my record light. But he's got this you know, the black and white. He's buffed up, and it's a great figure. It's a Comic-Con exclusive. I kind of upset that NECA does really cool stuff for Comic-Con. I really wish they wouldn't have done Pamela and the kid. I would have loved to have gotten my hands on one. I just couldn't. I didn't want to spend all that money to get it. It was just ridiculous what they were selling it for on eBay. You know, I just wish NECA would say, hey, a lot of people want these things, but hey, that's the way the business world is. So you can't really be upset about it. But you guys, that's it. What do you think? Which ones do I need to get that I don't have that have been released already? Let me know. Obviously, we've got Part 4 of the Dream. I believe the Dream Master has one coming out. We're going to get that. And I think Chop Tops coming out. So we'll get that as well. But that's my NECA Retros, guys. Tell me what you think. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this video. And leave a comment. Let's see which one's your favorite. Alright guys, y'all be good. This is Christian Hanna Horror.